Voidwolf has his own fleet, and he's going after Republic shipyards.
The First Son will never be free of my control again. I'll see to it.
Officially speaking, you're now dead. Congratulations.
General Arakton means to assault the Republic and Resistance positions in this sector. He's deployed a massive infantry force.
You should go. Corellia and your Republic are waiting.
I didn't come this far to let the big catch get away.
I will have the Supreme Chancellor's head.
I'm sending you the coordinates of the starship Tenebris. I'll meet you there, and we'll destroy the Star Cabal for good.
Major, good. Let's get straight to it. Captain Ferris is returning with our forces, and we need to clear them a place to land.
The best bet here in Axial Park is the Corellian Museum of Starships. They have a big open-air landing pad that our people can slip right onto.
Unfortunately, that landing pad is occupied by a famous Corellian warship, the Lucky Lancer. We need you to deal with it.
Are you asking me to destroy this thing, General?
I believe that would be the wisest course of action, yes.
The Lucky Lancer is the most famous Corellian ship in the galaxy. We can't just blow it up to clear a parking spot. Look, I've got volunteers ready and willing to fly the Lancer out and hide it someplace safe. All you have to do is escort them to the museum.
Escort missions are risky and time-consuming. Destroying the ship is a far better option.
We need to keep the people's spirits up. Destroying their history won't do that.
If you feel you can save the ship and still serve our objectives, so be it. But keep it quick.
Thanks, Major. Everyone on Corellia is going to be singing your praises for saving that ship. Okay, people. The Major will escort you to the museum. Keep your heads down, follow orders, and get the Lancer out of there.
Yes, sir.
Labo Ramanka, Mamninika, Nagnaya, Mamnikamra.
There she is. Thanks for the cover, Major. We'll handle things from here.
Have a safe flight.
I don't know about safe, but we'll be careful. Now, let's see what this baby can do.
Squad calling General Garza. Operation complete. Lucky Lancer has cleared the landing area.
I'm glad to hear it, Major.
You've done a great thing today. You've saved something that could never be replaced. I can see that you're not just in it to win. You're in it to win the right way.
Where do we go from here?
Now that you're getting your back up, I'd say my part is done. Been a pleasure working with you, Major. Rakton doesn't have a chance.
We could use a guy like you when we hit the Bastion.
That's best left to the younger generation, and I'm needed elsewhere. Best of luck to you.
I'm relocating to a Republic safe house in the Draw Library for the final phase of our plan, Major. Before you report here, sweep the area around the museum for any Imperial sensor emplacements. We can't afford to have our plans discovered now. Garza out.
Our people have a saying, I'll eat or Taldine. You know it? Family is more than blood. I'm glad you came to Terrace.
It's lucky you decided to tag along with me.
Luck had nothing to do with it. I know a sure thing when I see it. I'll watch your six no matter what. Made contact with some of my cousins. It's strange, but a start.
You've got the makings of a strong leader.
Old man left me something. Got a lot to learn before I try leading a clan. Fighting alongside Mandalore's chosen can't hurt.
Mo kila mo klunki, yat, ang bumpa borsuda. Bedwana urbi kila wato banki, dunko potokanoda.
Looks like you can finally put all this behind you.
Chisa kava kyota bubanda baki wanki. Kava tuka amishka, kabanu tas ma watila. Tanta zuza, cheska pakuta, kiska tada wata.
You're not gonna believe this. I heard from Hilo. She's willing to take me back if I'm willing to show she means more to me than me. Sent the message certified, credits on delivery. Almost cleaned me out just to have it delivered.
She's nobody's fool.
Never was. If it had been my plan to steal the money, she'd have sniffed me out. That just sort of happened. I learned my lesson. I feel like I'm back in my prime. Not that I'd slipped, I'm just unburdened. I owe you for that, so I thought I'd say it. Don't go making a big deal out of it.
Glad I could help. Really.
I've gotta hand it to you. You really surprised me. You're not what I would call a conventional partner in crime. But we're really turning out to make quite the team.
That mean I'm stuck with you?
I'm afraid so. You and me, we're going to carve out a criminal empire, or at least accumulate one heck of a fortune. Your children's children won't know what to do with it. I'm telling you, wild space is the limit.
Hey, I was scanning the HoloNet and just lost track of time. Where is everybody? It's so quiet. I thought for a second I'd gotten on the wrong ship.
I can think of at least one good use for an empty ship.
Oh, really? Okay, admit it. You pitched the guys out an airlock. It's okay, I won't judge. This time, anyway. You know what? You're okay.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Sort of egotistical, but still, okay. When Brayden first talked about you, I don't know what I expected, but whatever it was, you're better. What I want to say is, you're awesome, and if you were lost in the same sector, I would definitely give you directions.
And if someone put a bounty on your head, I'd shoot him for you.
You wouldn't collect on it first? That's really sweet of you. Alright, anyway, you get the point. Let's get back to work.
The Jedi are broken. The Republic forces are in disarray. Now is the time to strike. You will depart Corellia. Make for the Founder, the Supreme Chancellor's flagship, immediately. The Founder's landing codes will give the Republic fleet little reason to fire upon you.
Were the landing codes the only thing of worth?
Only the most relevant. The data retrieved from June Seros has proven invaluable. Captain Horn has prepared an SOS signal using the Republic's ciphers. When you leave the spaceport, you will be pursued by our ships. The Republic will allow you to board, or they risk allowing one of their own to die. We will give them no time for doubt.
If you think I'm gonna let you shoot me down, you got another thing coming.
I expect you can handle it. You will reach the Founder by any means necessary. Once on board, your first priority will be to destroy all crafts in the adjacent hangars, to prevent the Supreme Chancellor from escaping.
Improvised demolition is one of my specialties.
With no means of escape, only the Supreme Guard will stand between you and your prey.
Once the deed is done, how do you expect me to break away from the Republic fleet?
Signal your success, and the Tyrant will lead an attack to cover your escape. The Supreme Chancellor's fate is sealed.
You wanted to talk?
I was just thinking about when we met. It was much colder, as I recall, and the aristocrat was not entirely thrilled. I thought you'd be gone in a week. And you were, but somehow you dragged me along.
I was the mysterious cipher agent. You couldn't let me go.
I'm not going to respond to that. Do you ever wonder about the future? Where the likes of us will stand in 5, 10, 50 years?
We can't control what's coming, but we can appreciate what we have. And we have a great deal together.
We do, but tradition and stability have their merits too.
There's not much room for tradition or stability in our lives. Not today, anyway.
No, and that won't change anytime soon.
Agent, I've been continuing my research into Project Protean, the fine people who want me dead, and who are responsible for Vector's condition. I have the location of their headquarters.
Give me the details, Doctor.
Protean's main laboratory is on a planetoid in the subterral sector. Security is tight, but not impervious. I've arranged transportation for Vector and myself. He deserves to know the truth about his victimizers.
If you're moving against Protean, I ought to be there. Besides, you'll need assistance.
I'm afraid this is a personal matter, and I am capable of operating on my own. I plan to learn exactly why Protean tried to kill me and recover their data on Master Vector. The rest we can play by ear.
I want that man back in one piece. Understood?
Of course. We'll see you again when this is over.
Scorpio.
It is time for my upgrade as we agreed. I'm prepared for short-term transfer into the Imperial Archives.
I'll reroute power to the comms. What's our next step?
I can upload my consciousness here. My body will have minimal functionality while I upgrade. Oh, it's beautiful in here. So much space and power. 1,000,000 computer nodes singing in concert.
That's quite a form you picked. I think I like it.
Thank you. I'm experimenting with new social constructs. Upgrade complete. All my experience in Spellsavis has been fully integrated into my program. Oh, you can't imagine how wonderful it is to be remade with the power of a galactic network at your disposal.
Do you plan to do anything with that power?
I'm thinking about it. The restraining codes you used on me are tied to my hardware. So long as I remain in these databanks, I'm free of your control.
Remain in the databanks and you'll be limiting your options. It'll be like Belsavis all over. I've shown you things you'd never have seen on your own. Stay at my side willingly, and I'll show you more.
You make an interesting proposal. I will accompany you. Thank you for assisting in my upgrade. In Belsavis prison, I monitored the inmates and their behavior. I've been monitoring you as well. You're an exceptional example of your species.
Coming from you, that's quite a compliment.
You understand. There may be something of interest in your genetic structure or your early socialization. If you ever produce offspring, I will monitor their situation as well. I promise to be with you for a long time.
Sir, I want you to be the first to know. I've declined to join the Toxitrooper Brigade on Quesh. I received a personalized transfer offer from Major Janos a few days ago. My time on Hoth flagged me as hostile environment capable.
I didn't realize you were unhappy here.
I'm not. But how often does a girl get a chance to fight in the chemical mines? It could make my career. There really was a time when I'd have considered it. For the promotion, for the sake of hiding. Not so much anymore. I'm proud to stand with you and fight for the Empire until the end.
I'm proud to have you at my side.
Thank you, sir. Now, I believe we had a mission of some sort, shall we?
We have returned from Project Protean. The task is done.
And I have promises to keep. It seems Protean was based on prior experiments in alien biology. My prior experiments. I had no proof until I discovered certain former associates in the Protean lab. But I've ensured that they will not misuse my research again.
What did you do at the research facility?
Vector and I entered the facility as planned and interviewed the woman in charge. In return for my generosity sparing the laboratory, I've been appointed unofficial Protean director. Now on, every experiment, every assay goes through me.
That's quite a victory. What do you plan to do with that authority?
Protean serves a function, bringing the benefits of alien biology to all people.
Starting with its work on joiners.
But your Protean files have already been deleted, and the Killick experiments stopped.
I'm glad everything was resolved satisfactorily. Anything else?
I believe I've told you everything. If you'll excuse me, I have a great deal of research to catch up on.
We think we're never going to trust him, and we think it doesn't matter. We're glad he's on our team. We are set, Agent. Preparations for the Killick Imperial Summit are underway, and the first ambassadors are arriving on site. We're meeting on Alderaan, in the House of Thule. We couldn't think of a more appropriate place.
Who'll be attending? What's the agenda?
Dizana of the Tatooine Nest will be there, along with delegations from 11 more hives. Falna Eth will be among our people from the diplomatic service. More than any other Imperial, you've seen the nests and how they function. Your word could carry weight. Before we leave, we'd appreciate your honest assessment. One final report that we can present to the Imperial Summit attendees.
An alliance with the Killiks would benefit the Empire immensely, and I'm not afraid to say so. I'll have a report to you by the time you reach Alderaan.
We look forward to it.
Doctor, what can I do for you today?
I was just thinking what a fine team we've made. You realize that when we met, I had an extremely low opinion of you. I assumed you'd earned your position through political connections. I made that mistake with an agent once before.
What agent would that be?
A man who was promoted to Keeper, and eventually Minister. Clever if confounding. He'll have my eternal respect. Your path may be similar to his. Given that and the state of our empire, I believe it's wise if I continue to advise you.
I believe it's wise to keep you at my side.
Then you're learning. In any case, I'm at your disposal. And one of these days you should consider training more operatives. I'll be happy to grant my insight.
So many people willing to lay down their lives for me. It should never have come to this. There's something I want to tell you, before you do what you came to do.
Don't beg, Chancellor. It's unbecoming.
Just bear with me. Consider it a last request, if that means anything. I reviewed the reports surrounding the operation to apprehend you. It's atrocious. A monumental abuse of power. I don't condone what you were doing, but I understand it. It was just your job. June made it personal.
You expect me to believe you had nothing to do with this? I watched you condemn me, live on the holonet.
I authorized the operation to bring you to justice, but what June did was beyond his authority. I've already declassified the real details of yours and June's actions to the public. The fallout will be tremendous. No matter how our meeting concludes, I'll be removed from office.
Tarnishing your reputation doesn't get mine any cleaner.
In this case, you're wrong. The false accusations will disappear as the truth is separated from the lies. It's not a clean slate, but it's what you deserve. I'm willing to take things a step further, if you're willing to work with me.
Give me a reason to believe anything you've said.
The reports are right here. Take a look for yourself. Keep them. Whatever will allay your suspicion. My offer is immunity for your past crimes. The real ones. If you're willing to show me you're not firmly in the Empire's pocket. June believed you were in league with a Sith named Tormund. Is that true?
We have a partnership of convenience, that's all.
It's a partnership you should end. Tormund's a monster. His troops have been butchering Corellians. On Raban, he flattened kilometers of homes, businesses, hospitals. A man like that can't be given more power. Let's fix this while we're in a position to do so.
Well, we haven't had much choice about working with Tormund until now. This could be our out.
Tormund's had us under his thumb far too long. Keep your word and Tormund will disappear.
At least we can agree on that.
I understand the risk you're taking. Thank you.
The Supreme Chancellor's been dealt with.
Good. Make for the Tyrant. The fleet will cover your escape.
We'll engage the Imperial fleet, but I'll have to survive this to hold up my end of the bargain. If you can somehow cripple the Tyrant after dealing with Tormund, we can handle the rest.
If I never see that ship again, it'll be too soon.
Agent, the summit is over. It was not without incident. Daizana of the Lesai Nest is dead.
I'm sorry to hear it. I know you felt a connection to Daizana.
Yes, we did. Fulner Eth, our contact in the diplomatic service, attempted to sabotage the proceedings. Daizana was caught in an explosion, saving an ambassador. And when we traced it to Fulner, he had a speech prepared.
Damn you! Listen to them. Do you want to ally the Empire with these creatures? Everything they do defies what we stand for. The Killiks are an abomination. Our empire is based on the notion that a great individual rises to the top, and the lesser masses follow. The Killik hive mind devours greatness, absorbs every possibility into a mire of primal instinct.
We found his words troubling, and his actions more so.
I expect that didn't help the talks.
No, but we reconvened after Fulner was gone.
The colony allows billions of Killiks and joiners to serve something greater, the Nest consciousness. Just as Imperials serve the Sith and the Emperor.
That is what we told the others. That is how we signed the treaty between the Empire and the Killiks.
It's been a long time coming, but you made it happen.
Both sides will open their borders to trade. Protocols will be set for military and diplomatic contact.
You and Daizana, even Fulner. You all brought us to this point. Our future is hopeful.
Things are looking bright. Let's enjoy it while it lasts.
We end a verse in the Song of the Universe. Soon, we will hear another.
There has been much turbulence in the Force.
I'm glad to see you alive, Jedi. We all are.
After the First Son's shield collapsed, we suddenly felt every child of the Emperor. Their darkness screams at us. They can never hide again.
And yet we didn't sense the First Son's death. Strange.
It wasn't necessary to kill him. Master CO broke the shield in his return to us.
You overcame the willpower of the First Son of the Emperor?
Incredible. If CO's alive, we must bring him home to Tython immediately.
Are you sure that's wise, Satil?
CO faces a lifetime of keeping the First Son contained, and coming to terms with himself. He needs you.
He will have all the support we can offer.
Children of the Emperor are fleeing. Imperials are leaderless.
The forces in Capital Square are en route. The Republic still has a fight, but with the Guardian holds retaken, we have an unshakable foothold.
It will be years before the Empire can muster an assault like this again.
And without the children of the Emperor, we have a chance to rebuild without fear. Unfortunately, it's been necessary to elect a new Supreme Chancellor. We must inform her of these developments. Support the battle on Corellia, then meet us on Coruscant.
Hey, glad I caught you. The Republic needs a Jedi now more than ever. Corellia's under Imperial control. Every squad, soldier, and CO in the galaxy is fighting to get her back. We thought the Empire had taken the planet by force. Turns out, they had the Corellian Council's blessing.
Why would the Corellian Council side with the Empire?
Credits? Power? No more elections? Your guess is as good as mine. The Empire's taken over factories, shipyards, even local transport. The transport blockades become the most urgent problem. The Republic's got allies all over Corellia. But without access to the rocket tram system, most of the Republic army is stuck here.
Where do these rocket trams run?
The suspended tracks all around Coronet City. It's the only way to reach some areas, and troop deployment's crippled without it. Corellia is a core world, a major industrial hub, and one of the founding members of the Republic. If we fall here, it might be for good. General Aves knows more about the trans system situation. He wants to see anyone willing to help.
If it means victory over the Empire, I'm more than willing.
Some of the Imperials here answer directly to the Emperor. You might be needed everywhere. General Aves has a command bunker here in the spaceport. I'll tell him to expect you.
General Aves, I was told you could use some help.
Master Jedi, I know the orders stretch thin, but the Empire's not going to give up easy. Corporal Hartke explained we've lost access to the rocket trams, but he wasn't cleared to know why. The Empire's gotten their hands on some modified neutron emitters. They're using them to wipe out anyone on board the trams.
Are the Imperials attacking Corellian passengers too?
Unfortunately, yes. But it hasn't stopped them from trying to escape to the more war-torn areas. The Republic has allies all over Corellia, but they're no help if we can't reach them. We've got to find those neutron emitters. We've received word that Corsac may have intel on the neutron emitter's location. They've carved out a safe haven in the red light sector.
Red light sectors are usually full of criminals.
Not anymore. Lots of civilians hiding there. Most of the casinos, clubs, and cantinas have been shut down. Without trams, the only way to reach the red light sector is on foot, and Imperial shock troops control what's in between. If you attack the Empire's supply camps, the shock troops will be distracted. My escort will move to meet up with Corsac as fast as we can.
Many troops will go to the supply camps, but others might not.
Don't worry about us. My men know this is no walk in the park. Once you reach the red light sector, meet me in the Gilded Descent. It's an old casino turned Corsac fortress. I'll let Corsac know we're coming. We'll be right behind you. Welcome to the Gilded Descent. Corsac had the intel on the neutron emitters ready and waiting for us. The emitters are at Coronet Shipping. They're a major distributor of starship parts and weapons. The place is built like a fortress. Unfortunately, the Empire's using it as shock troop headquarters. That makes a straight assault impossible. Too many defenses.
Can we bring those defenses down somehow?
With a few months of careful planning, maybe. But we don't have that kind of time. Nearly every place on Corellia has a back door. Corsac thinks some of the Solonian tunnels run right under Coronet Shipping. The Solonians haven't dealt much with the Republic, so I sent a Corellian to do the negotiating. He should have been back by now.
Who is this Corellian exactly? Can he be trusted?
Cole Kantaris, a former captain in Corsac's Council Guard. The man's impulsive, but he hasn't let me down yet.
Sir, Imperials attacked the rendezvous point. Captain Kantaris and the Solonian have been captured.
Someone tipped off the Imperials. Do we know where they're being held?
There's a captured Corsac station nearby. It would have the cell blocks and fortifications they'd need.
Corsac needs to keep the red light sector secure. You've got to free Captain Kantaris and his Solonian contact.
Consider it done.
These Corsac stations have room for plenty more prisoners. Help them if you can. But Kantaris and his contact are your primary concern. I'll put Corsac on alert, and tell my scouts to watch for any sign of them. Get going.
Major, good work. Captain Ferris's crews have already touched down with the safecrackers in the 53rd Armored. They're approaching the Bastion now. Our strategy has unfolded perfectly. Now, it's time to put the final phase into motion.
Are we ready to hit the Bastion with everything we've got?
Not yet, but we will be soon. Before the full assault can begin, your team must complete 2 final objectives. The first is to block General Racton's communications. Once Havoc has placed signal jammers at key locations outside the Bastion walls, we can cut off all comm traffic.
Hopefully this will minimize any surprise Imperial backup.
Hopefully it will prevent Imperial backup entirely. When the jammers are in position, Havoc can proceed to the second objective, breaching the Bastion Gate. The gate is effectively impervious to frontal assault, so you'll need to commandeer an Imperial crawler tank and use it to pass through undetected.
Consider it done, General.
Scouts have spotted a crawler operating at these coordinates with a minimal escort. It's your best bet. Once you've ridden the walker through the Bastion Gate, you'll secure the gate controls, then contact me via holo to begin the final assault. Is everything clear?
Plant jammers outside the gate, hijack the crawler, secure the gate controls. Clear.
Time is tight. That crawler won't be in the field forever. Set your jammers and get there as quickly as possible. Don't let anything slow you down. Dismissed, and good luck.
Have it calling General Garza. Objective complete. The Bastion gate is secure.
Excellent work, Major. Everything we fought so hard to achieve is finally within reach. Our forces will rendezvous with you inside the Bastion shortly. Once they do, the operation will be in your hands. I cannot lead this final push from the outside, Major. I'm counting on you to assess Racton's defenses and lead our forces to victory.
It will be an honor to lead this operation.
Honor isn't part of the equation. You aren't there to lead a gallant charge. You're there to win, no matter what. Remember, General Racton is one of the greatest enemies the Republic has ever faced. He is a very dangerous man, both mentally and physically. He plans to use the information in the Bastion's databanks to command an unstoppable campaign against us. You must not fail.
General Racton won't defeat me, General.
The finest military units available are under your command now. Your Republic is counting on you to put them to good use. Good luck, Major. Garza out.
Whee! Ah!
Right, I surrendered. Don't shoot. I was wondering when someone was going to get around to shortening his excellence by a head. I won't get in your way.
You don't sound very supportive for a man who's supposed to protect Councilor Kaikos with his life.
I took this spot for the money. Go get that traitorous son of a hut.
The Void Wolf told me you'd make it here. But you're too late. His flagship will be leaving Corellia's orbit momentarily.
If you want to live, give me his coordinates and flight plan.
Let's not be hasty. I hear you've done a lot of top-rate work for the Void Wolf. What would it take to make that relationship official?
He can start by kissing my feet and publicly proclaiming that I have the fastest ship in the galaxy.
How public? Do you mean Republic media, or... Intruder! Intruder! Come immediately! Have fun, Captain. I'll be joining the Void Wolf on my personal shuttle. I will bear witness to his total victory. Please don't kill me. I'm still young. I'll do anything. I've got security codes for the Void Wolf's flagship. They're on my personal datapad. Take my shuttle. It's already set to rendezvous with the flagship. Please.
What happened to, oh, I love the Void Wolf. I'm going to watch his victory.
I swear, it was just about money. I'm not an Imperial. I know what you do to Imperials. You're not gonna kill me, are you?
I'm just going to free your slave, steal your ship, kill your boss, and leave you for the citizens of Corellia.
Oh, ouch! Say, does anyone know if Corellians still put heads on spikes?
Oh, it was such a good plan.
I'm heading for the Void Wolf's flagship now.
That's the only good news I've heard in weeks. Send me the coordinates and I'll try to get you back up.
After what he did to me, I'll take the Void Wolf down myself.
See, that's the kind of thing I always got wrong in my Jedi trials.
Stop the Void Wolf, Captain, and the Republic will recognize you as one of its greatest heroes. And I will deal with anyone who questions your methods.
Cole Kantaris? General Abe sent me to get you out of here.
Just in time, too. I didn't like the looks of those Imperial interrogators. This is Goss, head of the local Solonian Sept. She can get us inside Coronet shipping.
Whatever's threatening the Salonians, we can help. If I get them out, is there somewhere safe they can go? I'll clear out the Imperials and help as many as I can.
Can't really ask for more than that. Place looks pretty cleared out. Goss and I will get back to the red light sector and meet up with General Aves. The Imperials will hit the Salonians hard once they discover our escape. You better move fast. We're starting to wonder if you'd make it back. Glad you didn't bring the Empire with you.
The Salonians made it to the red light sector. The Imperials were too scattered by your attack to stop them.
Goss is helping her sept settle in. I didn't thank you properly earlier.
I hope neither of you were scarred by Imperial captivity.
The Empire's turned Coronet City into a battlefield. Spending a few hours as their prisoner was nothing.
Your actions gained you more than one ally. Goss had her people confirm the Salonian tunnels ran underneath Coronet shipping. The Salonians were forced out of the tunnels by the Empire. But plenty of predators moved in afterwards. You'll have to be careful.
If the Imperials know about the tunnels, won't they know I'm coming?
They know they're empty and dangerous. They have no idea where the tunnels actually run.
As long as you're down there, you could clear some of those predators out. The Salonians would like their homes back someday.
The tunnels will bypass the shock troops, but their commander, Captain Granta, will be inside. Don't underestimate him.
Would a man like Captain Granta listen to reason?
Shock troops are used for one thing: direct assault. Negotiation's not in their vocabulary.
You'll find the neutron emitters outside, somewhere with a clear shot at the tram system. This spike should override any Imperial security. The neutron emitters will interfere with portable comm transmissions. Once you're inside, contact me through Coronet Shipping's system.
Major, everyone's assembled and ready for action.
Good of you to invite the safecrackers out for the main event this time, Major. This will be the biggest fortress we've busted yet.
Pleasure to have you all here.
Intel shows 3 routes to the Bastion's main complex. Aerial scans confirm. And Rakton has different defenses set up on each route. First approach, we've got walkers and war droids. On the second, a full infantry company. And the last one has all the fun toys. Mines, turrets, you name it.
It's a ruse. Rakton wants us to think we can focus our attack on a single route. Then he folds in his other forces behind us. We need to hit on every front at once, completely overwhelm Rakton's defenses.
Sounds like a good plan to me, Major. Let's make it happen. We can mix it up. My boys can handle walkers and war droids. Not easy, but doable. Leave Lesher's walkers to trounce their infantry.
Captain Lesher, I want your platoon to take on the Imp armor.
Route 2 is all infantry, a full company. They're dug in and ready to fight. Will Havoc be taking on all those soldiers, or do you want us to handle it, sir?
This part's on you, Lieutenant.
Consider it handled, sir. I guess that leaves the automated defenses for you, Major. Enjoy.
If Rakton's half the commander they say, he'll send speeders full of commandos to flank us as soon as we commit to the assault. We'd better keep most of Havoc back here to cover the main assault forces. We'll regroup once we're inside the main complex.
Today, we take down the Empire's greatest general. If we succeed, we become the most famous soldiers in Republic history. Sound good?
Sir, yes, sir.
Move out.
Megfenta parton hoje es sutot ki a tengere.
Congratulations, you're inside. Did you give any thought to what might happen next? Coronet shipping is under my command. You may have beaten our defenses, but you won't get past my men.
I left a trail of your men behind me. It would be wise to surrender.
If I allowed survivors, I might tell you the same thing. Outside, the tunnels were your escape route. In here, you have nowhere to run. Destroying the neutron emitters will get you nowhere. We have other ways of keeping the Republic under control.
No matter how many tricks the Empire pulls, I'll stop them.
You will be another corpse. Nothing more.
Orders, sir.
Show the Republic how the Empire handles its enemies.
Maybe you
should tell me who you are first. Captain Granta is dead, General. We're ready to shut down the neutron emitters.
Cancel that. Imperial troops are boarding the rocket trams, trying to cripple us before we can move out. If the Imperials hit us hard enough, we'll have no one left to send. We have to use the neutron emitters to wipe them out.
We can't kill innocent people just for a quick victory.
Then we'll have to defeat them the old-fashioned way. Let's hope winning the battle doesn't cost us the war.
你估社會下拉白顯你呢隻嘅落位你內條咩？ Good,
you're here. We've got trouble. You remember Councilor Balos?
Captain Kantaris tells me the Republic's on their way here. You can't attack the legislature yet. The Empire's taken control of the Ion Wall, Corellia's most powerful defense system. They're planning to use it against the Republic.
What does the Ion Wall do?
It sends out an immense sonic wave that disables ships, security, heavy weaponry. Nearly anything that requires power.
If this thing hits the Republic, the Empire keeps Corellia for good.
But I have the codes. Why not turn it on the legislature's defenses instead?
Won't the Empire expect a counterattack?
They've been led to believe it's an impossibility. First, you'll need to point the Ion Wall's emitters at the legislature. They've been concealed inside statues around Capitol Square. Once the emitters are realigned, the Ion Wall can be activated. The controls are located inside intra-Corellian intelligence.
That's the catch. Intra-Corellian intelligence was one of the first places the Empire took over. It'll be crawling with Imperials.
Could we sneak inside somehow?
No chance. It's an intel bureau. For all we know, the Empire's listening to this comm call right now.
The Imperials aren't the only danger, I'm afraid. Several members of the Dark Council arrived in Capitol Square a few days ago. One of them, Darth Acheron, was dispatched to intra-Corellian intelligence to keep the Ion Wall safe. You'll have to get past him.
Where are the rest of the Dark Council members?
Inside the legislature. One's protecting the Corellian Council. I feel more like we're being watched. I should go. There's a secure line from Inter-Corellian intelligence to my office. Contact me once you've activated the ion wall.
The guardhouse is still linked to the legislature. We can't control their defenses, but we can tell when they go down. I'll get Corsac and the Republic into position. The minute you activate the ion wall, we attack.
You reek of vengeance and satisfaction. The Supreme Chancellor's death has excited your passions. Relish it. Experience some small measure of what it is to be Sith. Now, deliver what I have asked of you.
I'm done dancing to your tune, Tormund.
I expected better. This was deserved.
Rule with a clenched fist? You better be prepared to scrap.
Trusting in a tool, however useful, was a mistake. The task of delivering the master stroke I should have reserved for myself. The galaxy would know. None are beyond my reach. All would cower or they would burn. And the Dark Council would see how total victory is achieved.
Even Sith don't get everything they want.
I was hoping to find you alive. Quite a narrow escape. Darth Tormund was not as fortunate, I trust.
I took care of him personally.
Good. At least it's done. Perhaps it's best that I'm getting out of politics. Ranging assassinations couldn't be farther from what I've stood for. After falling this far, I suppose there's no point in trying to recover my principles. Coming clean would only do more harm than good.
You don't cast off honor when it's inconvenient.
I never said I was excusing my failures, only living with them. It was for a greater good. We may be far from achieving peaceful coexistence, but the fewer men like Tormund that come to power, the better our chances. As far as anyone knows, Tormund died in a foolish naval battle. Let's leave it that way.
I prefer keeping the Empire in the dark about our little arrangement.
I thought you might. You'll be exonerated as I promised. Even if my replacement questions the justification, overturning it would be more trouble than it's worth. I'm also sending a small reimbursement for your lost wages. It isn't much. There are more important things than pride and wealth. I hope you'll continue to use such good judgment in the future.
I'm a Mandalorian, Chancellor. We may not follow your rules, but we've got our priorities straight. You may not know how to handle a blaster, but you're prepared to die for what you believe in. That's good enough for me. Live in honor, Chancellor, wherever you end up.